Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm STUNLOCK, and this is a new type of video that we're doing on the channel. First of its kind. I'm going to watch some trailers and react to them. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but yeah, I think it should be fun. The idea behind this is to just try to find some new games to play for myself and for you, and to figure out what's out there that's, you know, not necessarily in the mainstream. So hopefully we can discover some new things this way. So I think I'll cover maybe somewhere like 3 to 5 games. We'll see. I don't know how long. It depends on how much I yap about each game after I play them. We'll play the video through, and at the end I'll talk about it. Also, before I get started, if you're wondering about the pizza, well, if you're wondering about the pizza, I don't know what to tell you. It's pizza, baby. That's just my thing. So you'll see a lot of pizza, you know, in and around my life. That's how I do it, right? That's how we live. We live with pizza. All right, so enough yapping. Let's get on to the first video. The first game is a game called Backbone. This launches very soon, June 8th.
The universe that exploded in your head keeps singing.
Okay, let's just say straight off the bat, I can already tell you I'm getting this game. It's like Disco Elysium meets Black Sod. It's like a perfect marriage of the two. It's a side-scrolling version of Disco Elysium. I shouldn't say version because it's probably going to be different, but I like what I saw. The music was great. You know, trailers are trailers. They don't necessarily give you the full story, but based on what I saw, this looks like a good one. It's gonna be out soon, so I might have to put my hands on that one and maybe even play it on the channel. I would say that on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, the interest level in this game is a pure 5, like a hard 5, easily. I love the aesthetic. It's like almost like sprite-based 2D, but it deals with a serious subject matter, and so that juxtaposition is kind of interesting to me. When you take like anthropomorphized, you know, animals as humans, but you make them deal with real human drama, that's always really interesting to me. So yeah, that looks like a good one. Definitely on the list. I think it's an automatic cop, but you know, as always, I always check the trailers, but then I wait for the game to come out, and I check my reviewers that I like, because they tend to agree with me, and then I decide from there. But that looks like it's probably going to be a buy for me. So the next game is called Graven. Now, how did I find these games? These are just games that I saw. I did a search on YouTube and other places to find new games that are coming out soon, that are not necessarily, you know, names that I'm familiar with. Because a lot of the best games don't get any light, man. Like people don't hear about it, and they just get lost to the wayside. This is the early access launch trailer. This trailer was dropped on May 26th. And it's described as a dark fantasy action adventure FPS from 3D Realms. All right, here we go.
The heretics are not only real, but powerful. Surviving the plague and its perverse originator, our priest pursues it.
That game also looks pretty interesting. I'm getting like an Unreal Tournament kind of vibe from the way, like the movement. It has that floaty, glidey kind of action to it. But you're playing as a mage, which is really different. And it appears like there's a very, well-developed world that you're playing in, an open world. There's a lot to like about this idea for a game. I think at the end of the day, what matters is going to be how it's implemented. I'm intrigued by the concept, but I would need to see more in terms of like the gameplay, the mechanics, the underlying mechanics of the game to make a determination as whether it's something I want to play. But on a scale of 1 to 5, I would say that the interest level is pretty high. I would say a 4 out of 5. This is a game that I will definitely put a bookmark on, and I'll be checking in on to see whether this is something I actually want to buy. And as always, it might be something we play on the channel. We'll see. I don't know. All right, so that's game number 2. I don't know how many of these we're gonna do the first time around. It'd be cool if I could do this like every couple of weeks and do like 10 of them, but we'll see. All right, so what's next? All right, and there's also gonna be some weird games in here, because like I said, it's any game that I think is interesting or different. So there's this game called I Am Fish. And I think this game is out already. I'm pretty sure this game is out already. Because I think when I was looking it up, they said that this game was out. So let's go ahead and take a look. What do I have to say about this one? Summer 2021. So it should be coming out soon if it's not already out. I'll put it in the description whether it's out or not once I find out, but this one's kind of interesting. I like the aesthetic, and I like the fact that they went through and it seems like they made this very detailed sort of Pixar-ish kind of world. It makes me think of Finding Nemo, actually. Is that Pixar? I'm not even sure if that's Pixar or whatever, but anyway, but you know what I'm talking about. It has that sort of cartoony, happy, very vibrant style to it. That's nice. It seems to be a physics-based game where you're trying to like solve puzzles by moving around and flopping around and interacting with the environment. All of that's well and good. My worry is that it might be too simplistic. I think if this game is gonna do well, it's gonna have to have a really good story. It's gonna have to hit you in the feels. And I think if it manages to do that, as well as be just clever enough in terms of how you navigate and solve the puzzles, you might have something here. Right now, I don't know if this is something that I would want to get right away. Interest level on a 1 to 5, I'm going to go ahead and say that's a 3. But like I said, I really liked the visual style of this game. This could be good. It's definitely different. I like the idea of these 4 different fish that have very different ways of, dealing with whatever. So we'll see. It remains to be seen. But so far, it looks okay. It looks like something I might be interested. We'll see. All right, so that's that. That is the 3rd game. We're gonna go on to the 4th one. I have all of these on a sticky on my desktop. Once I get this setup, maybe if I keep doing these kind of videos, I might have a different setup where you can actually see my desktop and everything I'm doing. But for now, we'll do it this way. So this game is called Beautiful Desolation. And again, this is the first time I'm hearing about this game. I have no idea what it was. But it dropped on May 27th. All right, so let's get it started.
Wanderers can be kind, or they can be cruel. Which are you?
I need your help, Don. I have to get up to the Penrose.
Why the hell do you need to get up to that thing? It's a big alien spaceship or something. What's up there that you need to see?
I'm gonna figure out who brought it here.
Welcome to beautiful Desolation, an African sci-fi adventure like no other. A far-flung futuristic era ruled by highly advanced technologies that are both revered and reviled. You are a stranger to this land, brought here by forces unknown. At your side, your brother Don and a sentient mecha dog named Pooch. Navigate twisted and captivating landscapes, meet bizarre inhabitants, discover their stories,
26 lifetimes in one machine.
all just to find a way back home. Be prepared to face many tough choices that will shape this land long after you are gone. Beautiful Desolation on console comes totally revamped with full controller support and redesigned UI. And for those wanting to dig even deeper into the spectacular African-inspired setting, a free digital 80-page art book plus downloadable soundtrack composed by Mick Gordon. A twisted, sci-fi African adventure awaits. Dare you venture into its beating heart?
Alright, this game came out last week and I never heard of it. Okay, first of all, props for making a game that takes place in Africa. That's something you don't see enough of. Also props for making a game that's in the spirit of the original Fallout games. I mean, to me, everything about this screams Fallout. It's very much a game where it seems like it's very narrative oriented. They said something about, you know, having to make tough decisions. So hopefully that means that your decisions will affect the outcome. Not just your outcome, but it'll affect the world around you. The visuals, good lord, this game is gorgeous. So I have every hope that this is a good game. This is like automatic for me. Unless I get reviews from my favorite reviewers that it sucks, I'm getting it. I really like the art style. The characters, the NPCs in the game, good lord, they were so detailed and so exotic looking. And you know, again, this is different, and this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for different stuff. I'm looking for games that are different. So I'm gonna hit up all my favorite reviewers. Skill Up, ACG. If you don't know about them, go check them out. They tend to like the things that I like, so if they say yay or nay, it heavily influences my decision as whether or not I end up buying it or not. So yeah, that one looks really good. Scale of 1 to 5, that's a 5. That's a 5. If it is what I think it is, that's absolutely a 5. All right, so that's Beautiful Desolation. I think we can do one more. Let's do one more. This game is called The Garden Path. Premiered. So this video dropped on May 26th, 2021. Okay, the garden path. Wow. Visually very impressive. That's one thing I have to say about all of the games that we've watched so far. Very visually impressive. It comes off to me as like a highly artistic sort of take on the Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon type of game. So it's focused on gardening and probably crafting and things like that. The hand, I think I'm gonna assume those are hand-drawn backgrounds. The backgrounds and as well as the characters. I think that looks gorgeous. It kind of reminds me of a game I just tried a week ago called The Wild at Heart. I just tried it. I think I'm gonna go back and play that game and finish it on the channel. But this game looks fantastic. I don't know if I would play this on the channel unless I play it as like a chill session game, because it seems like it's an extremely laid back game. And it seems like it's also very, very story oriented, which I'm always here for that. So that's good. No, this game is not released yet. This game is not released yet. This is one game that I would put on my list of games to watch, and the chances of me buying it are extremely high. I love Harvest Moon. I love Stardew Valley. This seems like more of the same, but with a completely different visual take and maybe even a very different way of, telling stories and dealing with NPCs. So, okay, well, that was it. That's 5. We did 5, and I have to say, every single one of them was pretty good. I kind of picked them randomly. I just picked some random indie games. But these games, all of them look like things that I might want to end up buying. Anyway, so that's it for this. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. My channel is primarily a Let's Play channel, but I will veer off and do little other things that are game related on this channel too, just to add a little variety. So we'll be doing some more stuff like this in the near future. And I don't know, maybe we'll turn this into a regular series, but yeah, this is a good way to discover some games. And if you watch this video and you know of some games that are, kind of obscure and out there, maybe fringe and people don't know about, that you think are really good, let me know, because I might put it in the next video. All right, that's that. Have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.